Oh, look at this beautiful sunset on a beautiful day. How glorious. Look at that golden light that's coming from the sky. Such beautiful energy. How delicious. Ah. All right. This is your general reading here. Um, since we spoke on what kind of reading is supposed to be, something that was a general message from your higher self, that's what we're going to do. Let me just double check here to make sure that I've got this right. Yep, general message from your higher self. And since I'm doing this in the midst of a beautiful sunset, um, maybe a sunset or maybe even sun gazing towards the end of the day, or even at the beginning of the day, sunrise, sunset could do the body good. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Just even before I even take a look at the cards. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna pray and we're gonna shuffle. All right. Thank you to my ancestors for being present with me while I do this, and also present with me throughout the days, throughout the time. Wait, what's going on here? Okay, all right, we're good. All right, my bad. All right, let's start over. Okay, thank you to my ancestors for being present with me in my journey. Thank you for helping me access the parts of myself that I can use to help the collective. Thank you to my guides, my gods, goddesses, angels, demons, benevolent beings. I appreciate your help and your guidance towards the collective as well. I ask that you continue helping me with your guidance and your patience and helping me express love as the way you all express love as well. Thank you to the universe, multiverse, omniverse, source, creator, mother, father, God, for expressing your love to me as well. Oh, it's a little bit windy. And thank you as you aid me in my pursuit of godliness, just as you. Thank you to all facets of existence, my families that I know and don't know, all beings, parts of myself, higher selves. I appreciate being with me on this journey to help others. Thank you. Ashe, Ashe, Amen, Amen. All right, let's get this done. Hopefully, I can keep the wind from blowing everything over. Ugh. Okay, let's see if that works. All right, so I'm gonna do message from your higher self. Um, since today is September 16th, 2023, uh, on our calendars it's 9/7/7, but in the universe this is yet another 7/7/7 day. So I think your ancestors. Oh, I don't know why ancestors came out. Maybe your higher self is telling you reach out to your ancestors, or maybe uh, venerate them in some capacity. So that's a pretty interesting message. Hold on, fixing my headset. Sorry. Okay, so I think I'm gonna pull 7 cards for you. So let's do that. Okay, 7 cards. Okay, how many oracle do we need? We're gonna do. We'll do four oracle cards. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Hey. First off, right off the bat, my guy. Right off the bat, my guy. There's straight up power here. There's power in those bones. You already know this. There's power in those bones. In that blood. You come from a bloodline of powerful warriors. The topic of blood and genetics and your bloodline and ancestry is been coming up a lot lately. So I'm not surprised that it found its way into your read here. Okay. So looking at this, I'm seeing Knight of Pentacles, which is a good sign. We got King of Wands, which shows emotional maturity here. So, alright, so let's go through this. Okay. This is the message to you from your higher self. Knight of Pentacles. Let's see. Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Yes. We were actually talking about this earlier today. You are hardworking and conscientious, sticking to the routines, that have worked for you in the past. You put one foot in front of the other and get the work done. You are a natural planner and implementer. So what I'm seeing with this card, this Knight of Pentacles here, right, is that whatever it is that you're doing, what you've been planning, what you've been acting on, what you've been moving on, is the right move. You're on the right track. So it may feel like you're stuck, or you may be going in the wrong way, or things may be a little harder than they really that you feel they should be. Even if you don't feel they're harder than they should be, the message is that you are on the right track. Keep moving forward. Your discipline, your planning, your implementation of those plans is one of your biggest assets right now in this moment. And I think that's what leads to your King of Wands. All right, so let's take a look at this King of Wands here just to make sure, because there's always a good message sometimes when you, read through. Let's see. Okay, you are the visionary leader, ready to lead your team towards a common goal. Others gravitate towards you because you are charismatic, focused, and determined. You play the social game to make things happen. Now, I don't know if this is referring to you, or maybe someone that you've come across, someone that you met that you may see in this capacity. Either way, let's say whether it's you or maybe someone that you think of when you think of this card, or basically when you hear what I just read, it doesn't really matter, because you have to embody that on the inside before you can be exposed to it on the outside, right? Especially considering I know how you are about the inner world versus the outer world, how your internal world basically affirms itself in your outer reality. So the only way you would have come across this energy is if it was within yourself first. So that being said, whether it's you, or whether it's someone that you thought about, or whether it's someone you know, maybe a family or a friend or something, it came from you first, because whoever that person is, that energy that is coming out is a reflection of what you know yourself to be internally to begin with. So I think that kind of goes alongside the Knight of Pentacles, is that not only are you good at planning and you're good at figuring out where to go, when your discipline is like a military general, you've got the discipline of a military general, my guy. Not only that, you have the capacity to be a very charismatic leader. All right, someone that makes things happen, that gets things done, especially within the collective, right? And I think the fact that this came out as the second card, I feel like you're going to be put in a situation relatively soon to where you can express that or exercise that, right? This is wild. I just thought of the conversation we had earlier, and like I kind of don't want to inject myself into your read, but there's a lot of parallels between the conversation that we had earlier. But even still, like I said, this comes from you first. All right. The very next thing is the Two of Pentacles. This is almost like the juggling two things card, right? You're in your pursuit to financial abundance or independence even. There are a couple ideas that you've got that you may be trying to figure out which one to go with. So let's take a look at this real quick. You're juggling multiple priorities, okay, and need to manage your time carefully to find your balance. You don't have to be busy to get things done. Sometimes taking a break is the most productive thing to do. Okay, now I have to inject myself into your read, because we were also talking about this today, that it is good to get things done. It's good to have that discipline, right? Because like I said, that only bolsters that leader energy. But at the same time, it's also good to just take things as they come. You don't have to go balls to the wall all the time. Sometimes you can let the wall come to you. That doesn't make any fucking sense. But you know what I mean. You, you don't have to keep throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks. Sometimes you can step back, relax, get your, I guess, like a spa day in, whatever that would look like for you. Maybe just go for a walk in the sunlight, meditate, or stare at the setting sun, like we were talking about like 5 minutes ago, right? And some things may come to you, right? you may get a better idea just sitting there and doing nothing for 3 hours than doing hardcore research for 3 hours. Now, that isn't always the case, and it isn't always the case for all people all the time. But in this case, it feels as if it's like your higher self is basically giving you like a, hey man, it's cool. You can take a break here. You can relax for a little bit. I don't know if there may be something that you've like been beating yourself up. Maybe you're trying to force yourself to figure something out. And since it's Pentacles, it may be regarding on how you can make money to free yourself from a situation that you're currently in. Maybe I don't know. I know we spoke about you wanting to do some exploring. Maybe this is talking about you putting yourself in a position to where you can go explore other environments, maybe move, maybe travel a little bit, but you don't have to force it. It'll come to you, right? Let yourself connect to your higher self. Let yourself connect to earth. I'm currently sitting in the grass, so maybe something about grounding as well. Sun gazing, maybe sitting in the grass, grounding, and these things will come to you, and then you won't be in that juggling priorities energy anymore. You'll know exactly, okay, I can point my discipline in this one direction as opposed to doing 75 different things at once. And you're making it work because of how disciplined you are, but there'd be a lot more momentum gained once you figure out, all right, this is what I'm zeroing in on. This is my purpose. This is my goal. This is the team I want to be a part of. This is the energy I want to be a part of. And then you start making moves to go after it. The next card that I've got is the Lovers. I don't know if your higher self is teasing you here. I don't know. But it's upright. So like maybe what I think it is that you have bridged that gap of the Lovers within yourself. You have crossed that mountain that you see right here between your masculine and feminine energies, and you have created the inner union. And of course, we've discussed before, that you're going to see this outer union. There's somebody waiting for you. You know all this. But I think what this is saying is that you have crossed the threshold in which this person, this energy, can now start making their way towards you. Before it was, you've got somebody waiting for you. There's a queen out there waiting to give you her cup. Now it's like, oh yeah, remember that queen we were talking about that was waiting on you? Nah, she's not waiting no more. She's coming for that booty. Because you created that union within yourself. You made that internal shift that let the universe, multiverse know it's his time. He is ready. So, especially with these first four cards off rip, I get immediately that I'm proud of you. Me? I'm proud of me. You? I'm proud of you. You mean well, you're working well, and it shows. Not only do you subconsciously see it, the energies around you see it, and even if you don't see it at this point in time, which I doubt, because I think you're noticing things. It's like you're feeling different things that you weren't feeling before. You're noticing that you're reacting to certain situations completely differently than you were maybe even a week ago, and not necessarily surprising yourself in how you're operating. Just, wow, I've been trying to get to this mental space for years, and I just acted in it passively, and I didn't realize till like 20 minutes after the situation already played out. So I know you're starting to see these things in yourself that you were looking for, that you were cultivating, and your higher self is basically saying, I see you, my dude. Oy natikame, I see you. All right. Ooh, excuse me. There may be you may be having some throat chakra evolutions going on as well. I just hiccuped and I almost burped, and it was like a weird hiccup burp cough kind of thing. And I'm getting that there is a revamp in your throat chakra. There's an evolution in the way that you communicate, how you feel, how you think, even what you think, right? Because sometimes when we think certain things, we have a hard time translating it into speech, right? Having a hard time translating that crown energy into throat energy. Sometimes the throat energy, if you're a well-spoken person or if you don't have issues communicating, sometimes an evolution in your throat denotes an evolution in your crown, because your crown evolves, and because of that brain mouth connection that you've already built up, that also sparks an evolution in your throat. So if it's not that you are learning how to articulate your ideas and thoughts better, it's you're going through a mental awakening that is changing the way passively that you communicate as a whole altogether. All right, and then I haven't get to the Page of Swords yet. So let's take a look at this Page of Swords real quick. I don't know where that message came from. I don't know if that ties in. We'll see. But the throat message came out pretty strong here. Let's see, Page of Swords, and because the pages, these are the evolution card, right? Or like the Eevee, like I said, the Eevee of the tarot suits. Like these are the cards that can evolve into knights, queens, or kings. And this is page upright. So this feels like you're preparing for another journey, a new idea. You're getting comfortable speaking. Oh wait, hold up. If I'm not bugging, oh, come back here, Paige. Nope. Sorry, you cannot blow away these cards. Nope. Hold up. You have a curious mind and love to ask questions and learn new things. You are a natural communicator and ready to take the next step to share your message with the world. Holy shit, I was just talking about this. There's been an evolution in your crown. And it's evolved the way you speak, the way you communicate, and it's showing up right at the Page of Swords. Like I said, I didn't even get to the Page of Swords yet, and then boom, Page of Swords, the very next card, speaks on the very same thing that I picked up because I decided to hiccup, burp, whatever the heck that was. So, communication. You're getting ready to share your message with the world. Whether your message is being part of that team, right? Whether you create the team, you spearhead the team, or you're part of the team and you bring your discipline aspect energy to that team, right? And it could be astrally, it could be three-dimensionally. Maybe I'm about to shamelessly plug real quick. Maybe your higher self is telling you you gotta join the homie council for the one time. Oh, let me stop. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew I was gonna start reading, and then it was gonna be like, plug yourself, nigga. Shameless plugging this bitch. No, we'll stop. You get one, Linus. You get one shameless plug. But the very next card is Eight of Wands, and the energy I get from this is this newfound ability, power, awakening, communication energy comes with a warning, so to speak. Let me see. Is that a warning or let me see. You may be resisting change, trying to stop the flow of energy and movement. This will only make things harder. So let go and be in the flow. If you've been feeling stuck, do things differently. New routines, locations, activities, get the energy moving again. Ah, interesting. Okay, yeah, I just had a thought. We're gonna come back to that thought later, after the video. Not, yeah. I think what this is saying is that you have evolved in the way that you need to in order to move the way that you want to. You just have to be willing to take that step. Whatever jump it is that you need to make, whatever change it is. Like Samira, I was talking earlier about moving. Maybe you do want to move. Maybe you do want to leave where it is that you're currently living. Maybe there's a new girl you want to talk to. Maybe there's a new job you want to try. I don't know. But what this is saying is don't hold yourself back. Right? Don't fight it. Don't fight the feminine. Don't fight the femme. Yeah. Go with the flow. See where the river takes you and just say fuck it and jump in. And then the Nine of Swords. This is the psychic attack card. Let me find out motherfuckers is coming for you energetically or even physically. This also kind of gives me the vibe that somebody in your physical space is an asshole. Like they somebody that's always saying some slick shit. And you're like, bro, you better chill before I knock you the fuck out. But you know that you shouldn't do that because you got to be the bigger person and da 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 da. So I get like 45 billion different things with this card. I'm getting, like I said, psychic attack energy, maybe physical conflict energy. Let's see, or even internally. Let's see what the book says. You are experiencing deep inner turmoil as a result of your thoughts and mindset. Fear is stripping you of your life force. Get a reality check to evaluate what fears are warranted and which are not. Release your limiting beliefs, crippling fears, and self doubt. I don't get fear from this for you necessarily. Maybe a hesitation that corroborates the Eight of Wands. Um, but I don't necessarily get like there's a crippling fear within your mindset. Um, Maybe limiting beliefs, maybe a limiting mindset. Um, Maybe there's something you're too rigid on internally. Maybe there's something you're not rigid enough on. Maybe where's that other card? Maybe it's a matter of cutting yourself some slack. We were talking about this earlier. I forget which one it was, which card it was that pointed this out. But maybe it's a matter of cutting yourself some slack. Ah, yes, the Two of Pentacles one. Cutting yourself some slack, giving yourself space to let thoughts come to you, to let them flow to you. So maybe that is what this nine is speaking on. Maybe I think this card comes up to clarify this card, that what it is that it is quote unquote holding you back, so to speak, is just the way you approach certain things mentally, certain thoughts that you have about certain things. There's something, I guess, a reoccurring thought pattern that comes up, and you'll know what this is hearing it. It's gonna click for you immediately once you hear this. There's something that comes up that kind of feels at odds with what you're stepping into. So I kind of get this too, that there's a mindset that you currently have. You may be grappling with it, and it's not necessarily a bad mindset or something that's negative. It may just be something that does not fit the timeline you just stepped into, right? Like, what's a good example? Like, let's say you live here on Earth and grass is green here, but then you visit planet whatever this planet would be called, and grass there is pink. And your mindset is like, grass is green, my nigga. But like, you're seeing that grass is pink on this planet. So your brain is like, okay, wait a minute. Maybe grass isn't just green. Maybe grass can be any color. But there's another part of your brain like, wait, hold up. Okay, on my home, grass is green, all right? Grass may be pink on this weird-ass planet, but this may be just a one-time thing. But like, there's another part of your brain like, but you don't know that. Like, there's this inner back and forth that you're trying to reconcile a thought pattern that you may have with your current reality, because the reality you're living this week, I can tell you, it's not the same as last week. That's probably why I felt called to pull 7 cards on a 777 day universe day. It's probably within the last week, 7 days, that your reality has completely shifted, so much so that one of your core thoughts is now invalid. And you recognize this, and you're trying to be like, okay, wait a minute, what's going on here? And I think that's what the Nine of Swords here is clarifying with this Eight of Wands. Which is good, because sometimes when the Nine of Swords comes up and I get that card, it's because the person is 100% wholly bugging. But you're not bugging at all. It's just a natural evolution of the core thoughts that go into the energy that make up you, right? Which I like that. That's actually a very, despite the Nine of Swords reverse coming out towards the end of this, that's very good, because what it's saying is like, it's saying that not that you're looking for the key or you found the key, you are the key. Fuck the whole I'm stepping through the door. Bitch, you are the door. I just said, bitch, you are the door. My guy, you are the door, and you just gotta unlock yourself. Pause. Open yourself up to the universe, so to speak. That's an interesting metaphor that came out kind of sus, but ignore that. We're just gonna move forward. The other thing that I get is the Knight of Swords. Oh, you got 2 knights? This is the back of the deck energy, right? My back of the deck energy is, it either comes out as the overall underlying energy of the read, or things to keep in mind during the course of this. So let's see. Knight of Swords. You are driven, ambitious, and willing to dive in head first. You are quick to take action, but sometimes it is impulsive or forced. You are well educated and a confident communicator. So this energy just corroborates the Knight of Pentacles, which is fire, because you got two knights. Two knights. You don't want to fuck with one knight. Them motherfuckers know how to fight. You damn sure don't want to fuck with two knights. And these are the 3D cards, like the physical vibration cards, swords and pence. Oh, you definitely don't want to fuck with these two, right? Which your sword, your page, has evolved into the knight, which means you're not afraid to get shit done, right? This evolution is only a matter of time. You're not afraid to get shit done. You're not afraid to jump in and get shit moving. And you don't have to worry about overdoing it, like the Knight of Swords often speaks on, with jumping in too quickly sometimes, because you got the King of Wands right here, bro, that knows how to get shit done in the right way without everybody overdoing it, overworking themselves. So there's an energy here of your higher self is speaking that you're covered, my nigga. You are covered. Either you're covered, or you got this covered, or somebody's got you covered, or you got somebody else covered, or maybe it's a combination of all the four and then some. But this is spicy in a good way, bro. In a good way. All right. Let's take a look at the oracle cards, because the oracle cards they're always beautiful. Self-acceptance. First off, accept that you're that nigga. Like, actually, all right, and accept that anybody that bops your shit lost out. Like, for real. We're not talking about self-acceptance and, oh, I messed up, but I have to accept the part. Nah. Accept the fact that you are that nigga. And anybody that's like, nah, I know, but like, he's not that nigga. He's not that. I mean, he's alright. Nah, nigga, fuck that. No. Nope. You are that nigga, and ain't nobody finna tell you otherwise, right? It's good to be meek, right? And I say meek because people say, oh, you gotta be humble, you gotta be humble. But the definition of humble is to lower yourself or to make yourself less in order to make those around you comfortable. Meekness is recognizing your power, confidence, and ability, but still being respectful and not being boastful, which is why I point out being meek and not humble. I've had this thought for a while, and I think a couple people that I come across on YouTube have spoken on it once or twice in the last couple months. So it's interesting that this comes back up, but being meek, not humble, because humble is how the system tries to paint people that don't belong here, that can change this whole shit up with the drop of a hat, with a flick of a dime, whatever the phrase is, and they try to get them to lessen themselves to fit within the system. You need not do that. However, meekness is very good. But yeah, accept that you're lit, and accept that, that anyone who fails to recognize how lit you are probably doesn't belong to be in your space. Right next thing we get, manifestation, which that's self-explanatory. Whenever that card comes out, shit's about to pop off, right? Whenever that, like I don't know, like we got a beautiful ice angel, angel made of etheric light, like whatever it is that you're manifestationating, really, whatever it is that you're manifesting, whatever you're creating, whatever you're building, is happening. It's happening. And then we've got blessings and abundance. So I think this card is letting you know that your higher self is working in conjunction with your guides, your guardians, your family, your ancestors, your gods, goddesses, angels, whoever it is that you work with, your team, to bring in that manifestation. Them shits came in, or one right after the other. All right, so they let you know it's coming, and they let you know that they're bringing that sucker in. Blessings and abundance. These two cards together are just as powerful as the two knight cards together. So it's about to get on and shopping on it. And then there's power and intention. This is my favorite card in this deck, right? So power and intention. Use your power, set your intentions, and your manifestations are coming in based on your intentions, and how much power you allocate to it, as well as the blessings and abundance that you co-create with your angels, your guides, and your whole squad. Look at that. Boom. And we got one more here, back of the deck oracle card. Just cause. Which one is this one? Compassion. Excuse me. The overall energy. Compassion. Have compassion for those around you. Compassion for yourself. What Jesus say? Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. It's that same energy, right? Have compassion for people. That'll take you a lot far, very far. But I think this is speaking on you expressing your compassion. Just what I know of you, you're a very compassionate person as it is. So I think this is speaking more on the compassion that you show, or the compassion that you have for humanity collective, is what's getting you to these next spaces, as opposed to saying have a little compassion, have a little compassion. I think what this is saying is that the compassion that you already have, that you show, that you express. Look at that. Look at all that green energy and black girl with her green earth, her wifey earth wings, right? Looking like a whole earth angel, African goddess queen. Sorry, I'm over here sidetracking myself. Um, but the green, right? The green mother, that's the love energy, the earth energy, the heart energy. So your heart is and always has been, always will be your greatest asset, your greatest strength. And the fact that you act in your heart space, you move in your heart space, even now, is what sets all this up. And you know what that tells me? That tells me that it's boom. Like I said, these two cards, they corroborate each other, they clarify each other. And that compassion card came out, let me know that it's like this, which means boom, secondary message, beep, 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 secondary message. This is the arrow card. Let me see what Eight of Wands upright is, because I know what the Nine of Swords upright is. Everything is moving very quickly right now. Go with the flow and use the momentum to fuel positive change and create big results. Travel may also be in the cards. Holy shit, yo. There's something that you did, like you just did, or you're doing, that completely activates these two cards. And going with the flow, learning to go with the flow, is going to set your shit up. You're going, bro. It's takeoff time. It's takeoff time. Takeoff time. But also, keep your wits about you. Keep your composure. Because, like I said, Nine of Swords upright. This not coming from you. Right? Like I said, once these two corroborate each other, they turn up. They turn upright. This is the people around you. Excuse me. This is antagonistic energy. This is people trying to put a dam in your river, if you know what I'm saying. Minimize your engagements with those energies, because remember, it's not the people, so to speak, it's the energies behind them, the energies that puppet them. So again, that's where that compassion comes in. You will be put in a position where you have to forgive them, for they know not what they do, because they are being piloted by negative energies that wish to stop your momentum, but they can't, because it's already ordained. Manifestation, the abundance and bliss, and your power and intention. All right, they cannot overcome your power. Boom. That's what I got for you. Let me see how long that was. Oh, look at that. That's right around my target time. A little over 30 minutes. All right. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this, and I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart space for being my very first commercial read. Not commercial. That sounds stupid. My very first read. Yes. Private read. Personal. Yeah, personal. Very first personal read. Look at that. Look at that. All right. Let's take another card for good luck. Just for good luck. Let me get one. Let me get a motivational card for here. Let me get a singular motivation card. It doesn't matter if it comes out upright or reversed, because I'm only going to read it as positive, because it is for the purpose of motivation. Let's see. Oh, it'd be nice if I shuffled right. Okay, let's see. Motivational card for, let's see. death. Woo! Woo! Transformation. You are transforming before your very own eyes. Transformation. All right? The hard shit that you were going through was you coming out of your cocoon, fighting your way out of that chrysalis, and now your wings are drying and they're becoming big and beautiful, and you're about to fly to your next destination. Transformation. Beautiful. 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 And once again, yes, thank you for being my first private read. Dedicated read. Hope you liked it. And I'm gonna try the outro that we spoke earlier. Let us continue to pave pathways out of Babylon so we may create new roads to Zion. Boom. Later.